Okay. All right, welcome to episode 1 of the show that is still unnamed. I'm the fucking Kid Wittee, Steve. You know who it is. This is my main man, Brandino.
I'm Hugrazy.
Across the table from me, yeah.
I'm Brandon, though.
You know us. We drop all that liquid fire on YouTube on the daily.
Yeah.
Nobody, there ain't nobody on YouTube on the level that we're at.
Yeah. Hello, 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Hello.
That we just
Hello,
gained.
100K that we just got from dropping episode 1.
Yeah.
See, in episode 0, I said earlier that episode 5 would be where we dropped the first bit of fire, like the bit of fire that would, where people would be like, yeah, these guys are worth a damn. But it's episode 1, baby. All right. So to fucking tip this off,
yeah,
my man Brandon, my man Dino.
Hello, yes.
Do you got any topics that we could just delve into here?
No.
No?
Just like, no.
You don't got nothing?
No, I got stuff. We're here to talk about games and anime. Anything around that sort. We said this before. We're going to keep it weeb.
That's the only way to keep it. Keep it weeb.
You have to.
Keep it weeb.
We also clap.
Keep it weeb. Just keep it weeb.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's the only way to keep it. But yeah, that's the slogan, my man.
All right.
We're going to keep it weeb, and we're going to keep it weeb all the time. And if you don't keep it weeb, well, there's only one way to remind someone, and you just tell them to keep it weeb. But,
all right. But yeah, let's talk about something.
All right, well, I was thinking today. Yeah, I'm going to tip us off. Okay. See, I'm taking the ball from you. Give me that ball, Brandino.
You're crazy.
I got. So I was sitting there thinking to myself, like it dawned on me. I was looking at P4, P3, P5 stuff. You know, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, all that good shit. I was thinking to myself, it seems like nobody knows why they actually like Persona. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
feels like the mainstream audience has no clue. They're just like, this game's amazing.
I don't know though,
because
to be fair, like Persona is big, but it's not like like Final Fantasy big. Like it'll never be like Final Fantasy big. Like particularly, like the only reason why Final Fantasy was really big was because they were at the helm. Square Enix was at the helm of like graphics and everything. Like Final Fantasy X on the PS2 looked amazing, stuff like that. And like even though like had a good story, apparently I haven't played it. Don't judge me. No.
Yeah, I gotta check it out too.
But apparently it's like that. But one of the main reasons why is that it looked amazing for its time. And like you look at like Final Fantasy 13 and like it sold.
Sorry, a little out of context question.
Oh yeah, sure.
Is that the one that you got at the pawn shop for $2? $2. Final Fantasy 12.
I got 12.
That's one that you got right there.
Yeah, I was talking about
the ridiculously good condition case for some reason.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Though it's not as part, but it seems like though when I see people, it feels like people don't really know why they dig it. You know, I feel like people think they dig it for the wrong reasons. Like I never hear people talk about why I think it's good. And that's kind of what I was thinking about today. Like it's like the least marketable game of all time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like to be fair, like I actually disagree with you, like halfway on that because the Persona fan base specifically, like people know why it's good.
Yeah.
Or the people that play it, that specifically are into the Persona series, know why it's good, and then there's just a bunch of people who will just like mirror that and say that it's good just because they heard about the Persona series and they're like, oh yeah, that's that series that people say is good and gets good ratings, kind of thing. Yeah. It's, thumbs up. But
it's just like the only game where you'll get hyped that you talk to a guy.
You get hyped
like
for social.
Like you're just like, I fucking talked to this guy.
Yes.
And now I'm going to get to know the finer intricacies of his personality. Yes. Woo!
That's like the majority of the quote-unquote gameplay. I know people wouldn't call it gameplay.
Well, that's why I play it. Like, I honestly, like, we've been over this many times. Like, I think the gameplay is complete fucking horse shit. Yeah. In Persona, like, the dungeon crawling and stuff like that.
It's so weird, though, like, that we call that gameplay. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like stuff like the social links in Persona still is gameplay.
Yeah, well, it is gameplay.
Like,
it's just not the commonly referred to form of gameplay.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like you could have
like
an
that
entire
is the gameplay
game
that I
that's
like.
Just social linking, and it could totally be like you could totally call it a
different
game.
sort of game, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean that's why I played. I just like talking to the people and getting the story. You know,
that's one thing I wanted to bring up though. Like we're getting deeper.
We're delving deeper into the pit.
We're not even getting deep into Persona. I'm talking about games as a whole right now.
Oh yes,
we're getting crazy.
I feel you.
That's one thing.
That's how you keep it weird.
Exactly.
Keep it weird. Keep it weird.
If they could see my facial expressions.
But they'll never. They'll never say
unless
it.
I post a picture.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
You could.
One thing I was just talking about is that it's kind of weird that we talk about games, like we call them video games.
Yeah.
Like when video games first started, like way back then, like they were based off of traditional games.
Yeah.
Like there were Pong, there were Pac-Man, there was rules, there was things to do. It's like if you do this, then you're gonna die, and you get a certain amount of turns, and you do this, and like it's all like there's puzzles, and there's games, and there wasn't really a lot of things to tell stories or to express different emotions until later. But we still call them video games. Like you look at Journey, you look at the video game Journey. It's an indie game, and like that entire game, quote unquote, like you're just going through the desert.
It's just like a big piece of art.
Yeah, like it's an adventure. Yeah, there is no specific game, quote unquote, gameplay about the game. Like you're not like saying, "Oh man, like I gotta go through this puzzle." Or like there's nothing in that game. You're just going through this
on a journey.
Yeah, you're on a journey.
It's a great title.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like if you think about it, because before I said it's like an interactive piece of art, but technically that's just games in general.
That's what I'm saying, but it's just so weird that we still call them games, and I think that's what holds it holds it back, like when like an adult that doesn't understand video games.
Well, the problem is we need
games. You're just playing around kind of thing.
Like as shitty as labels are, like we need them.
I know.
We need them to like kind of pay. Like it sucks because like
it's never going to change now. Like it's too late.
Like video games only describes like one small like subset of video games. Yeah. Like Mario, I would say like.
But Journey, we still call it a game.
Yeah.
Even though there is no actual game to be had in Journey. Like there is no specific like hit a ball this far.
You just
get
go on a journey.
Points. Yeah, you just go on a journey, but we'll still call it a video game. And I'm not saying like that label will never leave, like ever, I don't think. But I just find it weird that like I don't think we should restrict ourselves to say like, yo, that's not like that shouldn't be sold on the PS4 or something like that because it's like doesn't have as many traditional elements as other games. That's all. Like I know people have preferences and stuff like that, but
I feel like a lot of people have these preferences because they don't expand their horizons enough. You know, like a lot of people who are like, "Oh, this is what I like." Like that's all they've ever messed with. You know, like I feel like once you kind of exit your comfort zone and you tried a bunch of different things, you sort of you kind of take on a liking for more shit, I suppose.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I play like every genre of games, you know, and so do you, of course, you know. But like you got some people who just play like Call of Duty, and you got some people who will just play their Nintendo games or something. You know?
Yeah, some people like I had this notion before too when I was younger. It's just that idea that like anything that I haven't tried is just not good.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people who like specifically you. Oh my god, I'm gonna bring this up.
Oh, bring it up, my man. Bring it up. Let them in.
Kid Wittee. Steve didn't watch anime. He thought anime, I'm gonna say it, looked gay.
That is what I thought. Because I was a dumb fucking kid, man.
Yeah, to be fair.
But I'm gonna bounce it back. I'm gonna throw the hot fire on you. I'm gonna hit you with some fucking fire here. Brandon Hugrazy, when he was a young boy, he met many moons ago. He saw a commercial for Skyward Sword. You know this story. I know this story. And he said, quote unquote, I feel like you said that looked gay, right? Yeah. Like as a kid, didn't you say that as well? I did. You're like, that's cartoony and gay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you played the Wind Waker earlier. Like that's how like we have such shitty logic.
Yeah, like that.
Like
that's
humans
the
are terrible, and it's weird because like I said, anime looked gay. But I watched that shit when I was a kid, like Dragon Ball Z, and I was so hype about it, and like Pokemon, and like I was playing Japanese games that looked like anime.
Yeah, we had this conversation before too, but like it's just weirdly like you gotta audience Mark, you gotta realize. Okay,
no, we're not bringing up Mark again.
Mark's not here.
Mark, you will not be named.
Sorry, 10,000 subscribers. I'm talking to you guys.
all our devoted listeners.
Yeah, it's just there was this like specific time like when we were kids. And like for some reason, like just calling. Oh, you probably remember this too. If like you're around our age, and you don't even know what our ages are.
Yeah, you don't even know. That's a guessing game.
That's a guessing.
You'll never know.
But if you're around our age,
till we hit the 10,000 subscriber Q&A.
Exactly. But okay.
Till that day.
If you're around our age, like back when we were teens, for some reason, it just circulated around school where just calling things gay was just a thing. Like it's still a thing now, but like it was just this word that everybody used just to call anything negative. Like, it was just like, yo, it's gay.
You ever realize how shitty that is? Like,
yeah, no, that's so shitty.
That, like,
you gotta
gay,
realize.
but you realize the fact that we use gay is because, like, the whole idea of being gay was looked as being so negative. Like, you realize how shitty it is that like, the word that we use to, like, call everything, like, negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Was gay.
Yeah, was it? Well, I do know that's bad. That's what I'm saying. So, like, we were at that age where, like things like Steve didn't like anime, didn't like how it looked. So, like, the only word you could find was it looked gay. Kind of thing. Like, if I didn't like something nowadays, like, I wouldn't say, like, yo, man, COD's gay.
It's like, because it was so different and it was just out of, like, my norm, you know what I mean? I think that's the problem. Like, we need to get over that initial, like, shock. Like what I was saying before earlier, like, that's how you, like, broaden your horizons.
Like, first impressions are important, like, as an artist, but, like, as a consumer, like, we got to realize that sometimes like, no matter what we try, like, if we try something, like, brand new, most of the time, like 95% of the time, like, we're just not gonna like it. Well,
it's like if it's truly brand new, you know. Yeah, like something that's different, you know. Like,
yeah, we're like, that's not like, we usually get into new things because they remind us of something else. Like, like we'll get into like a new game because I don't know, like, even like that's one thing I want to bring up too, like spin-off series. Where, like, Final Fantasy will have a spin-off series, or, like, Persona will have a spin-off series. And, like, you'll get into the spin-off series because it's like, oh, Persona, it's got the Persona title on it. Like, I'll give it a try. And, like, that's how we get into new things. Like, a lot of us do because it's something that we can recognize. But, like, yeah, like, we need to start forcing ourselves to just get over that hump and not having to have a name attached to everything just to get into it.
Well, it's like, that's something that I've gotten a lot better at as of late. It's just, pushing myself past that initial, like, this is uncomfortable, so therefore it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many times where I just tried something, like, immediately, and, like, my first thought, like, I'd go into it almost not wanting to like it. Yeah. And then, like, if I legitimately gave it more of my time and actually tried to care about it, then I would actually enjoy it after a certain level. Depends what it is, though. It's got to be actually a good thing.
But it's like, for instance, like, if you listen to, like, an old guy talking about rap music, it's funny because, like, it's like he's never given it the time, like, enough time to, like, make it for it to be comfortable. So it's like, oh, it's just noise. It sounds like he's not even singing, he's talking. It's like, that's the point. That's the point of the genre. Like, if he's singing, then he's doing what everyone else is doing. Like, he's doing a different thing. Like, we can't expand if people just do the same shit all the time. I don't know.
Yo, why do you watch those cartoons, yo?
Cartoons are for kids, dude. They're for
That's not real.
Cartoons are for kids. And see, that's another thing that, like, I feel like kind of fucks with the anime, is the fact that, like, we kind of paint it with, like, cartoon brush.
Yeah, well, the big issue is that,
like, over here, cartoons everywhere. I'm pretty sure, like, even in Japan, like, the stories are serious, but, like, they're perceived as, like, teens shows.
Yeah, it's really weird though, especially like in, like, not in Japan specifically, because animation over here in the West is,
it's either super raunchy or, like, super, like,
like,
childish.
it's raunchy comedy, or it's designed, like, it's specifically designed for children kind of thing. So we have this thought in our head that, okay, if it's animated or if it's a like, quote unquote cartoon, which there are cartoons, like, anime still is cartoon, but, like, it's just this label that we've applied to anything childish or anything just raunchy, funny, like Family Guy or, like, American Dad or something like that. But in Japan, there's just so much media that's animation that's designed for different types of people and different age groups. It's not just all comedic stuff. Like, there's stuff like Zank, Terror, and there's
like, even if you look at, like, the old like, Disney shit, there was, like, it was still for everyone, but it was still, they were telling, like, serious stories.
Yeah, Disney always did, like, more family oriented things. Like, they weren't.
And then if you look at, like, Ghibli's, like, to another extent, because, like, Disney, it felt like it was still always kind of being geared towards kids to an extent, but Ghibli, it was just kind of like, this is okay for a kid to watch. Yeah, like, it's not made for a kid, but, like, over here we paint, like, a Ghibli movie as, like, a children's flick.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll try to show somebody, like, I'll attempt to show somebody, like a more serious anime, like Psychopaths or something like that, and they're like, oh, that thing for kids. Yeah, I don't know.
I just hate it because,
like,
this
idea in their head that's just a childish thing.
Yeah, and then, like, he gets his arm shot and it fucking explodes in a bloody mess. Yeah, and it's just like, this isn't for children.
But it's animated though, so it's not real.
It sucks because, like, I love animation, you know.
Yeah.
Like anime, because it's like this beautiful art form of like, and it's so complex, and you just moving fucking pictures, dude. Like every frame.
Yeah, well, it's expressive.
It's a thing
like
that a guy.
That's why we have.
Like
2D.
I'm so hyped to see that Boy and the Beast movie. I was looking at like stills the other day, and I was like, ooh.
Like, yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. I'm so mad that like. Because the whole thing that it's like in theaters in the U.S. and I'm like,
yeah,
we don't get to see.
Canadian
yeah,
guys.
we live in Canada. Canadian guys.
The secret has been
revealed.
revealed.
The secret has been the cat's out of the bag. Subscriber count down. There goes like 10,000, Brandon.
That's okay. We still got the other 100,000.
We still got Mark and the other 100,000.
Just stop mentioning Mark.
Yeah. That's gonna hold us back. I feel like there's
if you
gonna
didn't watch episode 0, Mark is our.
We're gonna have like
friend.
a devoted fan base of people named Mark who just feel an extra set of connection. We're gonna have 20,000 Marks all together. Our army of Marks. Imagine that. I want that. One army of Marks.
Everybody changes their name.
Yeah, no. And anytime we meet a fan. Or like, and if they ask for an autograph, we just know that we should address it to Mark, because we know that the guy in front of us is Mark.
Oh, man.
And then like you have people who love the show so much that they legally change their name to Mark, so they can have that extra connection to it. I want to meet that guy. That guy who makes bad enough life choices where he'll change his name to Mark. Like that guy who tattoos like the name of his favorite band on his arm. And it's like, man,
and then later on it's just like,
and it's like later on, like
anymore.
It's like I'm all right with them, but like I got this other band that I totally connect with on a whole nother level.
And you're like,
shit, and you just got it like across.
That's the one thing.
arm.
Yeah, like stuff like I love, like there's things that I really love. Like I love that anime that we were talking about before, Your Lie in April.
Oh, that's
like,
some
like
good
I love
shit.
that, and like that's like,
look out for the kids review.
Ooh, advertisement sell out.
It's coming. It's coming. Oh wait, not a review. Not a review. It's not a review. That's why I called them thoughts. Yeah. I'm gonna spoil the shit out of that. So if you hadn't seen it, don't look out for the kids review. Don't ever look out. And it's funny because I bet like. Because this is episode 1, so if anyone's back here, that means we've committed more to this, and now there's people that are watching. So like this is old news, and like the kids' review is old, so it's probably a shitty review too.
Here's the thing though, this is old anyway. Like Your Lie in April is like a year old. Like even if you are watching this when this comes out, or listening to this, or you're not watching shit.
The moral of the story is watch Your Lie in April. Yeah.
That's the moral of the story. But anyway, like I love that show. Like that's one of my favorite animes. Like I think I gotta let it rest. Like it's only been a month since I've watched it.
It's solid though.
It is solid, but I don't think I would ever get something permanent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go tight. I'm not gonna get Kosei's face tattooed on my my pec. But like if I gave it 2 years and I really had this deep emotional connection to Kosei. Yeah. I might tattoo his beautiful mug on my pec.
It's just difficult because I'm just changing all the time.
Yeah. I want to get tattoos. But like I want them to be like deep, like meaningful things.
The weebest tattoos.
No, I'm gonna get weeb tattoos. But I want to get tattoos where like you have to be really like invested in like Zelda, for instance. Like I'm not gonna go get a Triforce tattooed on me like every basic bitch on the planet. But like I want to get something that's like some guy would see it and it was like, and you have to be like a fan of the series to really know like where this to know like where this tattoo comes from, you know.
I'm sorry. I don't know why Steve just did this really weird facial expression a second ago. You can't see it, but it's
because there's people stepping
okay.
on the floor above us, so like it threw me off my focus.
I was so confused. No, I didn't hear it. Like just mid sentence, he just looks up and waves his arms, and I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing?
I love it because of the little things. No one would catch that.
No, that's why I have to mention it. I'm like, nobody saw that, but I have to share that.
Share it with the people.
What the fuck is he doing?
What I was even talking about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, tattoos. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a bunch of weeb tattoos. When like soon down the line, give it a couple years when I start making real money. I can't be spending money on tattoos right now. I need money for food and shit. But like I want to get like, you know, the blue lines that Mugen has. Yeah. I want to get those.
And Samurai Champloo.
Yeah. Like that'd be
watch that.
Definitely watch that.
Watch Champloo.
That is like
watch anything Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah, definitely watch
Watch it.
every one of his shows is
Watch it
up
all.
there in like my top list. Like Kids on the Slope. Oh, the kid did a review of that.
Oh.
Actually, I've almost done a review of all of his shows. I haven't done Space Dandy or Cowboy Bebop,
No.
but I'm not gonna review Cowboy Bebop because that's probably the most reviewed anime on the planet.
Yeah.
I want to like shift focus to more niche shit. You know,
just things that like people will.
I want to go on like a hunt and try to find something that no one knows about that's fire, and then like make a review, and then the small subset of people that know better about it, like they go and like, I want to know what he thought of it.
Oh, but
and then
Steve, those are harsh lands. Those are harsh lands, Steve.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing, like the one thing I wanted to do is like just try like every season, every anime season, to just find this one show that nobody's watching, nobody's talking about, and just find something good in it. But it's just so difficult.
We should try to like
find things that are niche.
We should try to commit to that in like the spring. We should get together. Like we got to do this as a squad, right? And just work through the pain. Watch the first episode of everything.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
We should commit so much. That's what we should do.
There's so much.
When the spring season drops, we should commit a whole day to watching every first episode.
I'm not a very cynical man, but just
You're not a cynical man?
No. Okay, yes. Yeah. No, but I look on the positive side of things.
I feel you.
Sometimes. More often.
It's hard to not be cynical, but that's a really cynical comment.
I know. Okay, but it's just like, no, I've attempted to go through like a whole season to just watch as many shows as possible. It was last season. And I watched like 10 shows. And I just couldn't even get past that. Like, it's so difficult to get past.
I tried to do it once. I got through 2 shows.
You're just like, stop.
But see, if we got together...
It's so jarring.
And we committed a day, right? That's what we should do. We should sit down, right?
Horrible
and we do a terrible day. And then we pull out the mic and we do an episode of this right after.
Horrible day.
And we warn everybody and we tell everyone about our terrible journey that we had.
But that's what's hard though. Like I know, like I'll say that like a lot of things are shit. I'd like to think that I am a man of many likings and stuff like that. Like, likings. Sorry, I like
the face you made there too.
I like a lot of genres. Like there's no specific genre that I like. I just happen to like a good writing and good music and what I value to be good, at least, which is a lot of different things. I want shows to actually try to present some sort of emotion,
some sort of substance.
Yeah, some sort of substance, if anything. So like,
well, it's like I don't want to watch a fucking show and then just hear the soundtrack is a bunch of ambient noises.
Yeah,
that everybody uses. # American movies.
Yeah, but
like I want to like boot up a game and get some of that Shoji Meguro like mass destruction fire, you know?
Yeah, but like there is like I will accept like there is anime out there that like could be considered just like could be considered decent. Good, but like I'll be able to recognize like if it's just a show not for me.
Well, sometimes there's some shit that's like just decent, but like you can find like kind of like an emotional connection to it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's better to you.
That's what's so hard. Like I will tell people like, you know, I didn't enjoy this. I don't think the writing is good, but like I'm not gonna say like, you know, don't watch this like ever. Like the only time I'll say not to watch something is if I'm into the genre and like I'm into the type of show and I hated it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna tell somebody like
usually
for
when
a genre
recommend
that I don't
something
like.
For someone, you try to cater your recommendation to like what you know about them. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like recommend like Your Lie in April to someone like our friend Michael, for instance, who doesn't watch anime and he doesn't even watch like serious shit like that to begin with. Like, so like he wouldn't even like it if it wasn't anime.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna tell him to watch that.
Yeah, like I don't watch like the moe stuff, like the cutesy girl stuff specifically, because I know there's like a whole subset genre of anime. I'm just not into that for the most part, no matter what it is. But I'm not gonna watch it and be like, "Yo, man, this
Sorry,
sucks."
Speaking of the cute girl anime, what was that one that you showed me a while back?
Oh, I don't even know.
With the zombies.
The ones with yeah.
That was actually such a clever first episode. You know, I'm gonna link it on the screen when we edit it.
Yeah,
check that out.
I don't even know what it's
I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, we kind of did.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
You know what? Just forget everything you heard. I'm gonna link it, right, and pretend you didn't hear what I just said.
No,
and if you're watching, watch it, because when you get to the end, your mind will fucking explode.
How about we just link it at the beginning and just say there's a show that we're gonna spoil?
Well thought, my
well
man.
Thought.
Well thought. And then we can go link people to Crunchyroll. Like, hey, if you type our name in, but no, we don't.
No, we can't.
We don't have enough
We
rep
suck.
yet.
Okay,
we don't have enough rep yet. See, that's what I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I got enough rep where people can type our shit in.
Exactly.
Get a free
That's
trial.
how you know that you're a winner at whatever you're doing in the anime scene. If you can
link people to Crunchyroll,
if you can link a Crunchyroll free trial, you win.
You've done it.
You've done it.
The day that we can link a Crunchyroll free trial, I'm like, Brandon, we've won.
Be smoking a pipe.
And that pipe's filled with...
Good day, Stevie. Mighty good day to make a podcast about Weeb.
Mighty good day to link someone to Crunchyroll.
To watch a live fine show.
That's the commercial. We're just sitting there like... Because like we built a commercial for them. We're just sitting there like... Anime?
Anime? I know where to watch anime.
There's only one place on my mind.
There is so that's one thing I want to talk about too. We had this conversation before, but there's like a time period, like because there's a time where anime was more so on television. Like there's YTV and Bionics and stuff like that. And
Canadian though. YTV's Canadian.
Good point, but still, like no. But
even like in the US, they had Adult Swim
and like Cartoon Network, and there's a lot more anime on, and like that's how like people our age. Or
it was actually accessible.
Yeah, like that's
like I said, you know how you said like I said it was gay, but it's like I watched that shit when I was a kid.
Exactly, yeah. But then there was a point like before Crunchyroll and Funimation and stuff like that where that stuff didn't exist. But then it started to leave television. There was literally no way to watch anime but to like either pirate
just dubs shitty streams.
Exactly. Either pirate it or just watch really shitty streams. This is back in the day where like people didn't get like HD rips of it at all times. Like when you like this was back in the day when HD wasn't even a thing. So you just got like if you watched anime, you had to watch really shitty streams online. That was the only way for a very long time. That's funny because like you people watching anime now, if you're kids, like you're living it. You're living it. You can go on Crunchyroll.
You're in the future, baby.
You're in the future where you can watch HD animation. Like there's so many shows that I go back to where I'm like, wow, I didn't realize the animation was that great because I just like was half paying attention because I was just watching like this 240p.
I think we take it for granted that we just boot up my Wii U, right? And we just load up the Crunchyroll app, and then we just click on Erased, and we just get this 1080p stream, like, instantly.
Like, I watched all of Bleach. Like, I go back now, and it's so weird. Like, I watched all of Bleach in, like, the worst quality. Like, the whole thing was just blurry. But I had to. That was the only way. That was the only way to watch it. It wasn't on TV any longer. You had the internet. I didn't know how to pirate or torrent, and I don't pirate or torrent because I'm not a bad guy. Mm-hmm. If you'd see me winking.
Yeah, why would anyone ever do that?
Why would everyone ever do that? See,
it's called boring it from the internet.
Yeah, like see, here's the thing. Like, I have the potential to support people now with Crunchyroll and stuff like that. Like, I can do that now. I can go on Funimation and stuff like that. But like before, like there's just no other way to do so unless you went out and actually bought the anime
for like $80
for like $80
because it's super overpriced.
I did not have the cash. I'm sorry.
Like remember when we rolled up into that store like in the mall, like just the disgusting, like the only thing you can get for cheap over here is like Ghibli movies.
Yeah, like if you watch like I don't even care if you watched anime between like the years of like 2007 and like 2012. Like, there's no way. You had to have illegally streamed or pirated something. There's no way. There's no way you were an anime fan.
You couldn't do it legally.
Absolutely no way. Fight me. Don't fight me.
No, see, the funny thing is also, like, if you wanted to watch these shows as they were going, that's the only way you could do it. Yeah. Because then you'd have, like, if you really wanted to watch it legally, you'd have to wait for it to finish, then you'd have to wait for them to actually license the product to be released over here. Then you'd have to go and pay the ridiculous amount of money.
That's the best thing too. If you've ever watched, I ended up watching Bleach in dub. And don't ever do that, and because the dub is the dub is like 2.5 years behind. If I remember the sub, because it took them forever to actually dub Bleach. So what happened is that Bleach was like 100+ episodes behind in the dub. So I was just sitting there watching the dub, like, while Bleach was already done. like I just had to wait for dub episodes to come out like every like 2 weeks, and just one day I was like, fuck it. So I had to switch. Don't watch dub. Like nowadays it's weird because like
jarring to like switch.
Yeah, nowadays it's weird now that I think about it, because like somebody like Funimation will do like a simulcast dub. Well, they'll dub it alongside. Yeah, that did not happen. Yeah, like we're in the future. Like, it did sometimes with like stuff like Bebop.
Well, it's like we're making such ridiculous cake. Like, because they're actually making a lot of money off this now.
Yeah, they're making more money at least than they were a few years ago, because there's more streaming services.
It's like, if you think about, we're getting like Netflix is now like, oh shit, people like the Weeb.
Yeah, like people are buying less like, physical anime, but there's more ways to stream legally, and there's more ways to support, which is nice.
Well, it's like I said, because like back to Your Lie in April, I watched it a couple weeks ago, and then I ran through it again because I saw it on Netflix, and they had the dub on there. Yeah. So I checked out the dub, and the dub was pretty solid. I would just watch it dubbed, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, unless you're like a super elite sub guy, which I mean, I fancy myself as well. Yeah. I tend to not like the dubs.
That's fair.
But this like, dub really, the cast really fit the characters well, and they did a good job.
We're gonna turn this into the classic like dub or sub conversation.
It's not even worth even like arguing about.
Just one thing I will say though, it's just like the reason why people say that it's because like. When you go to sub or when you go to dub something, is that like when they were subbing it, when they actually had the original voice actors for the cast, like they had an idea of what the voice actors were going to say in specific moments. So sometimes things are animated in certain ways.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem too. Like sometimes animation doesn't link up with what you're saying, but also when you're doing a dub and a sub, in the sub, the creators of the show were around to like pick the cast.
Yeah,
now it's just like these guys who don't really care that much. Well, before at least it was these people for the most part just gave like zero shits.
Yeah, and plus the writers are writing the show in context of which the people that are talking Japanese, and of course there's a bunch of slang that just doesn't translate properly. So
and then also dubs, we need good translators and stuff to capture the essence in English.
Exactly. Like that's usually when we get the better dubs, is when like they don't try to just make a perfect translation of it, but when they try to like they don't change what's being said, but they try to make it more
something
presentable.
Like, for instance, if we look at like the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood dub, it's like they altered certain things to make the show fit like our culture.
Yeah.
Like they gave like, so I'm doing like a wave with my hands. I could tell you were so focused on the wave. Like, okay. But like they basically like they did a bunch of things to make it fit better over here. Like the fact that like they gave Edward like a deeper voice, and like our culture is just kind of really like the way he acts. Like if he had a high pitched voice, he would just sound like this little whiny bitch over here. Like in like our eyes, like if he was saying all the shit that he was saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it with a really high pitched voice, he would just sound like this little whiny bitch, and you would not like the character. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah,
at least.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just.
But in Japanese, it like when a guy has like a high pitched voice, it doesn't come off as weird to me.
Yeah. Well, they do that all the time. Like I've heard them do that all the time. Yeah. Like even in games and anime, where they're like, yeah, we gave her a deeper voice just to fit in with our culture a little more. But
and like that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, I watched the dub when I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I can't really watch it any other way. I've watched the dub too long. Like the sub's actually like legitimately like super jarring to me now. Yeah. Because like Edward has this really high pitched voice in the sub, and like it totally fits and it makes more sense because Ed is not he's not old. But like sometimes people will have a deep voice like that at that age, so it's not super far fetched or anything.
Yeah.
But it's so jarring to me.
I know.
Like, I want to watch it in sub, because sometimes I like to actually go back and do like a show in dub if I've watched it in sub or vice versa. I feel like it's a cool experiment. But anyway, fuck, I don't know. How long have we been going for?
I don't know.
Shit. Yeah, let's bring this to a close. We've been going for like 34 minutes.
Yeah, we can do a little more.
Let's try not to keep it too long, for the first one. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to keep it breezy. So Brennan, I did the intro, so you're responsible for the outro.
I'm responsible for the outro.
Why don't you take us out of here? That's another thing we need to get better at, because I just kind of ended that suddenly.
Yeah, no, that's super. It's just kind of like
just mid conversation. I'm like, you know what? Let's end it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done. Okay, finished. Over.
We're done today. Come back later. But I don't know, just basically, in conclusion, watch Your Lie in April.
Yeah.
And dub and sub.
And
that argument is not worth.
Don't pirate anime, you scumbag.
Yeah, you dirty,
I would never
filthy
do that.
Scumbags. Not like that's what I do to find the for the reference videos on the reviews that I make.
Scumbags. Wink. No, not even wink. You guys are.
Of course, I go out and buy every show when I review it.
Because I got cash money.
Yeah, I'm loaded, dude. I don't even know why I'm doing this YouTube thing. I'm loaded.
Duh. Okay.
No.
But anyway, I'm Hugrazy. That's who I am. That's who I've become.
That's who he is.
I got to deal with it. I was going to change that.
I
was going to change that, but that's who I am now.
We're both so like indecisive because like I'm like I was going to change my thing.
And you might be saying, "Oh, that's not how it should be pronounced. It should be like Hugrazy or something like that."
Well,
I don't care. That's my name.
Want.
Exactly. That's my name.
Yeah.
Fight me.
However you want to pronounce it, you know.
Fight me. Mark left.
Yes.
Fight me.
Mark, don't fight him.
My name's also Brandon, and with me today.
It's the kid
I don't know
Wittee.
who else I'd have here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, the only other guy.
The only other guy that's going to be here for a while.
Kid Wittee, yeah. Okay. Or Stevie. The two guys who are gonna build this fucking channel and take it to new heights. And you're gonna be here and you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch us grow. You're gonna go back to episode 1 and then you're just gonna see the growth.
Or it could be just episode 20 and they're like, wow. I don't see any growth.
There's going to be growth, Brandon.
And they're just like, wow, we went back to episode 1, and you're still talking shit?
Whatever. All right, so we're out. We're out.
Hey.
I don't know how to sign out. I don't know how to close out. Because last time we had that good little moment where you were just like, man, I need an anime quote. I'm like, see you later, Space Cowboy. We need another one. And then I cut it.
We need another. That's the only way.
We do need another anime quote. See, if Mark didn't leave, he could have given us one.
Yeah.
I can't really think of a good like closing anime quote. Like how can we get out of here?
Good day, sir. We're done. And that's
Fishing is a life and death struggle between man and fish.